Greetings, and welcome to another video. In this video, I'll provide my top 10 beginner to mid-game tips in Mech Arena, especially for F2P players. This comes mainly from my experience playing the game for a few months and from watching veteran players. Even if you've been playing for a long time, you might pick up a thing or two. And as with all my videos, if there's incorrect information, please Stay tuned till the end because I'll share some starter promo links that will help jumpstart your Mech Arena journey. Number 1. Determine your playstyle. Are you aggressive and want to be in your opponent's face all the time? Do you prefer shooting your opponents from a fair distance? How about sniping or staying in cover while firing guided weapons? Mech Arena has various mechs and weapons, and the combination of these two determine how it's played. Practice on different combinations that suit your playstyle and get good at it so that you will have maximum enjoyment from the game. For me, I've been comfortable with using Orion plus Railgun combo. I like to have burst damage over a short period of time in a distance. I find that if I try to come close and use Revoker for example, it takes some time for opponents to get killed. But if it was the other way around, they seem to kill me in 2 hits. Even though I prefer Railgun, I'm not good at sniping. The key is Orion's Hunter's Mark ability, which has a very short status effect, and this lets me hit my targets better, and also bypasses shields and mods. My main weakness are guided weapons and would like to practice more using it. Number 2. Diversify your weapons. Even if you have a preferred playstyle, you can't have 5 mechs with close quarter weapons in your hangar. This won't be efficient, primarily because there's only limited pilots for each weapon type. Also, having only 1 or 2 types of weapons in a hangar will hurt your ability to perform well in a map such as Control Point Clash. Some maps are bigger and are more ideal for weapons with good range, and some maps are very small or with a lot of structures and not ideal for guided weapons. I also suggest keeping 1 good weapon of each type in your inventory. Aside from maximizing pilot bonuses, this is also helpful for the occasional specialization spree events that give good rewards. These events are fairly challenging to complete and last only for a very short time. If you don't have a good weapon of that specific type when these events come out, you will miss out on good rewards or take a long time to complete. As an F2P player, your aim is to maximize earned rewards. Number 3. Save your gold and silver crates. Do not open them. Open only when needed, like for example when in a rush to complete the daily Collect Blueprints quest. In Mech Arena, you can only acquire blueprints for mechs and weapons at the current tier which you have unlocked. You can also only acquire blueprints for the mechs or weapons you already have, even if you are not yet in that tier. If you keep opening the crates when you are still in lower levels of the gear hub, you will only receive blueprints that are not very valuable. My advice is, if you ever want to open all your hard-earned crates, open only when you are in Tier 6 or 7 of the gear hub. Why Tier 6? Because Tier 6 is where the 10 energy cap legendary weapons start to become available. In Mech Arena, you can only equip 110 energy cost or higher weapon in your squad. You need to rank it up to 6 stars in order to use 2. Opening all or most your crates starting at Tier 6 means that you will have a chance to receive blueprints for these legendary 10 energy capacity weapons and give you a better chance to have enough resources to equip 2 if that's your target. Number 4. Open only 10 cost fortune vaults since these have the best drop rate of getting a coins. Personally, I always keep 20 keys in case there are events, such as a derby event that has a quest to open 1 or 2 vaults. Even though derby events can last for a couple of days, you might not get enough fortune keys to complete the task and you might miss on reward progression. Number 5. Save your coins. It is hard to save and easy to spend the coins. There's not a lot of things in the game as an F2P player to earn coins, so make sure you always spend them wisely. Here are some tips on how to earn and manage your coins. First, do the daily quest to spend 2,000 credits for the 10 coin reward. 10 coins per day may seem low, but it adds up. I suggest upgrading the level of your mechs to complete the daily quest. Weapons can get obsolete quickly, especially the 6 energy variants. Upgrading mechs also have achievement rewards for Master Engineer that can return some resources. But make sure you are only spending credits to level up your mech and not coins to rank it up. If you don't have much time to play Mech Arena, I strongly suggest to complete this. It takes 2 minutes to finish. I make sure to do this for my son's accounts. Second, complete the weekly quest. This rewards you with 200 coins. Again, it might not seem a lot, but every little thing adds up. Also, you can complete it more than 4 times in a month if you are always finishing all your daily quests. Lastly, never spend coins to buy weapons. I'm still in Tier 6, so I can only comment on Tier 1 to 6 weapons. I believe there's no weapon from tier 1 to 6 that's worth the coins. The 8 energy legendary weapons may seem okay, because mechs with 16 energy are common. However, don't buy it and instead use a 6 energy weapon for one slot and a 10 energy weapon for another. The 6 and 10 energy variants usually cost credits. On top of that, only spend a coins on mechs to progress at least until tier 6. Number 6. Save on crate rush events. It takes a long time to move from tier 6 to 7. During that time, you'll most likely acquire a lot of the coins, especially if you've been following my recommendations so far. Lately, Plarium has been winning and giving out crate rushes, and there will be crate rushes that will be worth it for your current progression, goals, and wants. Try and keep at least 8,000 A coins to prepare for these, because that's usually the amount or less to guarantee the main prize. And for any crate rush, my advice is to only spin if you have enough of coins to guarantee all prizes. I tried to give my thoughts on crate rush events from time to time, so that you will have an informed decision if you ever want to spend your hard-earned AHE coins. Number 7. Keep your cool. This is just a game. This is also a game where players can spend money to acquire in-game resources that an F2P player does not have access to, or will take a very long time to have access to. You will be matched with these players and you may get destroyed. It can get frustrating with the matchmaking. Play on, move on, and get better at the game. I almost broke my laptop a couple of times when I smashed it because of Mech Arena. But I've learned that your anger or your devices are never worth it. Learn to control your emotions or stop playing the game. Number 8. Install Plarium Play. I know this is not possible for a lot of people, but for those who have access to a PC, I highly recommend installing Plarium Play and playing on a PC. For me, PC has better controls, better performance, and of course a larger screen. Plarium also regularly gives out exclusive events that only grant rewards when you are playing on a PC and using Plarium Play. As an F2P player, you won't want to miss this out. Number 9. Do not rank up mechs. There will be a shortage of competitive mechs before the legendary ones. Until tier 6, do not rank up your mechs. Except for Lancer. Lancer has a unique ability that can give you advantages in certain maps because it can find places that are hard to fire at. A good Lancer player is very annoying and can turn the tides of an otherwise lopsided matchup. If you are going to upgrade any mech, my advice is to upgrade Lancer. The other mech with similar ability is the legendary mech Lacewing. I think Lacewing is not available for in-game currency, and if ever it is, it's only available at tier 8 of the Gear Hub. It will take a very long time to reach tier 8 as an F2P player. Number 10. Give yourself the best start. Use the starter links to create a new Mech Arena account. Note: this only applies to beginners who may want to start again, or for people who haven't played Mech Arena yet, or people who just want to create a new account. In my experience, I initially created a couple of accounts, and then I learned about the promo links and tried it out. In those links, you can get rewards such as mechs, weapons and pilots, the complete package. These links are only available to Plarium Play, so the more reason to use it. If you don't have access to regularly play on a PC, I strongly suggest using it even to create your account. For my Lord-it-Log and Baby-it-Log account, I've used this, as well as for my son's 2 accounts. Here are my top 3 recommended starting links as well as the rewards. First starter link. Stalker Mech plus EM Rifle 6 plus Maverick Pilot. The Stalker plus EM Rifle is a great combo at the start because it one-shots most mechs. But the mech and weapon quickly fall off. My Baby-it-Log account used this. Second starter link. Aegis Mech plus Podgun 8 plus Case Pilot. Aegis is a very good mech, and you will use it for a very long time. Podguns are great and versatile weapons and can be used by most mechs. This could be the best starter link. However, the Case Pilot is not for barrage weapons, so to maximize the Podgun you need to buy another pilot. Also, the Podgun is only rank 4. It is still very strong and usable, but sometimes you may feel that the damage lacks. My Lord-it-Log account and one of my son's accounts use this. Third starter link. Aegis plus Minigun 8 plus Case Pilot. This is arguably the best starter link out there right now. Aegis is great as mentioned before, and Minigun is an S-tier weapon and perfect for Aegis. On top of that, the Case Pilot also synergizes with the Minigun to have the perfect trio of mech, weapon, and pilot. You will just get matched with a lot of Guardians at the start, and Minigun's main weakness, aside from the damage spread, is its very long reload time. You just need to adjust and make sure to keep your distance from Guardians, and you will have a great time. One of my son's accounts used this and it was the most fun, at least for the first few days until matchmaking kicked in. The 3 links are provided in the description. If any of the links don't work, please let me know. These are my top tips in Mech Arena for beginner to mid-game players. Some tips may or may not be applicable to you. You may have an all-revoker hangar and it's okay. We all have different preferences and different ways of playing. At the end of the day, we play this game to have fun. Please drop a like if you found this video helpful. Subscribe if you're looking forward for more beginner to mid-game Mech Arena content. I've spent a lot of time and effort creating these videos and I appreciate your support. Thanks for watching.